Already, this tree feels so lonely. I mean, I prefer it over the chaos right now, to be fair, but still, I don't know. I just... I didn't want to burden Winnie with all of that. There's so much on my mind still. So much that I'm still angry about, so much that I am still scared about, and I won't even try to go to Wilderness right now. That's never a good idea. I could see what's around Scorching. I've been there in a while, and I have been wanting to find someone recently that's gone off the radar. Oh, I've not been here in a while. I forgot how this place was. Ever since Kazumi got rid of our, I suppose, safe area here, I've not really had a reason to be here. Probably should have come to this place more often when the storm was so much. It is nice though during the day. Extremely warm. But nice. Nonetheless, I don't know what I'm hearing. Oh. Hello, Enigma. It's been a while since I've seen you, I think. The first time I saw you was my first day here, and that was a while ago. Can I come a little bit closer? How have you been recently? I've been... I was about to say that I'm fine, but that's really not the truth. Have you heard about what's been going on here? At least in Purgatory. Mm. You've missed a lot. I can tell you that. May have been better that you missed it, though. It was... God, it was The only word that's coming to mind right now is awful. That's good. I think most of the chaos actually stayed away from Scorching, so... At least, well, for the most part. We did bring some of the chaos here for a minute, but it wasn't for long. Kazumi made sure of that. But... hmm. Hmm. You know, I'd say that that's a shame, but I don't think there's really a lot of people you would want passing by your doorstep right now, if I'm being completely honest with you. I didn't even see the worst of it, and it's very, very, very concerning. Is there anything specific that you would like to know? Um, oh, I suppose there's been a lot happening with me. Considering the last time I saw you was when I first showed up here, really, I'd say the most interesting things that have happened to me are between myself and Icarus. We are together. I suppose the proper term for it would be engaged? I know, I know, it's happened insanely fast. Oh, certainly. Basically, I believe the reason that he and I were so close so quickly was because he and I were together in life. We knew each other in life, and he recently told me that with him gaining some memories back, that he was planning on proposing, but unfortunately never had the chance to in life, so yeah. It is. with that man is certainly a... that is a roller coaster on its own, truthfully. Aside from everything going on here. The one. I see. Well, you certainly don't have to, of course. I know we don't know each other very well, but I'm open to listening. I see. A lot of us have been getting those recently, and it's... not the most pleasant thing, truly. Mine certainly was not. Suppose in that sense we're in a similar boat then. Perhaps not the same one, but a similar one. Do you mind if I sit? Oh, there we go. How have you been, just as a whole? I won't lie, you disappearing out of nowhere did concern me a bit. That is fair. Feelings in this place are... don't blame you. Do you have any questions about what's happened here? I truthfully don't know... That's fair. I'm gonna say I truthfully don't know most of it myself, but there's so much I've heard that I've truthfully been terrified with, so... But I can say that I'm relieved that you have been safe amongst all this. Mm. Oh, there we go. That is... Truthfully, it's an understandable feeling. Perhaps not to the same extent, but I have felt that myself a few times while being here. It's a difficult feeling to explain, and have people truly understand what that's like. But I would like to think that in a way, I sort of do. Yes, of course. I'm from the 1920s. 1922, specifically, is the last year I remember it being. May I ask the same question in turn? Ah, I see. I can only imagine that living in that time be very, very different compared to what I would be used to, even what I'm used to now. That's fair. Um, is there anything specifically you're confused on? I could try to be of at least a little assistance. Mm-hmm. That I too can understand. Some of the things that Winnie has been hearing about, apparently from newer times, some of the things that they say completely fly over my head. I tend to not question them. That's what it sounds like, yes. um, that being said, it makes sense why you wouldn't understand a lot of the things said. It can be confusing, and I think I'm only, what, 100 years behind? I'm still insanely confused. Icarus seems to understand it perfectly, but that's apparently because he's been getting caught up watching TV, I think. So, he understands it a little bit more. That's fair. That is very fair. We may have to grab Icarus and see how much of this stuff he can properly explain. He would likely be help, maybe even Winnie as well. Have you heard about the truthfully dreadful, brutal chess game that happened recently? I I'll explain the best I can. Um, Truthfully, I wasn't there for it. Um, Everything I heard mostly from Icarus or Saya Briar. There was a party held where, I can't exactly remember off the top of my head now, but it was to celebrate the end of the hunt. Towards the end, people were pulled one by one to a massive chessboard and forced to play as all the different pieces playing different roles. Jasper and Stewart were the two people controlling the pieces on either side. Several people died. Icarus included. By the end of it, Jasper's side won. And in doing so, caused Uranium Vale to remember how they passed. There was a fight between Jasper and Icarus. And Icarus once again was, well, I'm sure you can guess. It was, from what I understand, absolutely brutal on that chessboard. People were forced to hurt each other, kill each other. Fights did not end until somebody was killed. Truthfully, I think it may have been a blessing that you and I were not there to witness that. If I had seen what happened to Winnie or Icarus, I'm not certain what I would have done. Really. I would say I do. Thank you. Here, let's see. I'm not sure if you like flowers at all, but I have some of those. Certainly. It is nice having a proper, pleasant conversation with somebody. recently, unfortunately. Aside from one I had a little while ago, Winnie, and of course, anytime, well, most times speaking with Icarus, conversations that I have are usually chaotic. It is nice just sitting and having this one. Do you know if you'll be leaving the house more? I see. Well, perhaps I'll have to come by more often then. If you don't mind the company, of course. Alright. I will do my best to make sure my visits are more regular then. Truthfully, at this point, I would advise against going to a wilderness. It's somehow after the chess game, things got even more heated than they already were. Only this time, it's not against the pieces, it's among people from different domains. People like you and I. It's not been the most pleasant sight from what I understand. Well, truthfully, that's not horrible advice to be told, unfortunately. There's only a very select few that I trust fully, and it is quite the small list. Not fun. Mm. I I see. That's fair enough. That's completely fair. I would never blame you for that. Honestly, I'm learning that the less you share to other people that you just met, the safer you are. There's a lot I've waited to share until I fully knew that I could trust someone here. I think what you're doing is completely reasonable, completely rational. Hell, I've made my own spaces far away from other people. That only the people that I really trust would have access to. So, I completely understand where you're coming from. Perhaps not exactly, since I don't know what it's like a day in your shoes, but as far as that's concerned, I do understand. No, I think it's reasonable to have that concern, I think. I'm sure there's several people here that have that same concern. There's a part of me that has it as well. I don't have every memory to explain exactly why I feel that way, but I have a few theories that are concerning. I will be right back. I'm so sorry. My cats are causing a fucking ruckus. I shall return. Entertain my recording, sis. Okay, I am back. Ash and Tux are little... I love them. But my god. My god, these cats. They're babies. They're demons. They're babies. What am I going to do with them? What am I going to do with them? Where even were we? I don't even remember. Goddamn. I don't know if that was I can't wait to like watch this back and just like listen and see if that was picked up on my recording. I don't know. I really don't know. Because I didn't look at OBS when it was happening and be like, did that pick up? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm keeping it in if it is, because that's kind of funny. For the record though, both of the cats are completely fine. Both of the cats are fine. They are safe. They're just little shits. We love them, but they're little shits. Also, Enigma just dancing is so funny to me. She's busting it down. She's busting it down. Hell yeah. Get it. Get it. Get it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Are we locked back in? Yes. Okay. You're still dancing. There you go. Okay. There we go. It has been absolutely insane. I don't even know how to explain the half of it. All I know for sure is that it seems you and I got lucky not being involved in that chess game. And you not being involved in the hunt is good. I myself was attacked once, and even then it was terrible. Absolutely. Sorry, I am very, very tired. So, apologies, I'm not saying much. Well, I'm enjoying speaking with you. I may head off to bed soon, but for now. Oh, I see. Oh. Something tells me that that was not intended. It's alright. Honestly, I've been enjoying your company regardless. Being able to speak with someone and just have a, for once, pleasant conversation, I think is something I've needed for a while, and I am very relieved to know that you are safe. I wasn't certain for a while. That's good. I'm glad. Seems as though, at least, aside from a group of us making a sort of safe haven in Scorching for a little while, aside from that, it seems like this place is basically untouched from all of the chaos that happened. At least as far as I'm aware. So that is good at the very least. Everything going on, it made me very happy that I, despite being part of Rustfall, do not live in Rust City. That is where most of the chaos was for a while. Extremely chaotic. I'm pleased that at least that is over now. Have you seen really anyone else recently, aside from me? I know you said nobody else aside from me today, but that's good at least. Winnie is a sweetheart. You'll like them. If you ever need someone pleasant to speak with, I'd suggest Winnie. Alright. And like I said, I will do my best to make sure my visits are more frequent. I am truly sorry. It's just so much going on. I have felt so many emotions that I was unaware I was capable of feeling. I say that and really it's only like 2, but still. A lot has changed. And I never even saw the half of it. I just advise you to stay safe here. Of course, I would never stop you from leaving, but understand it will more than likely be very chaotic if you do. I've been trying to avoid using the Waystone instantly into wilderness for the time being. Unless absolutely necessary and I can be sure that there's not a big crowd crowding the area. I have a feeling tensions are only going to get higher. So I've tried to be much more careful. I've also recently been finally learning how to make, I suppose, this world's equivalent to medicine, potions. Is there any in specific that could help you that I could potentially learn how to make? Alright, that's fair. Well, I do plan on keeping several health potions on me. Those regeneration, fire resistance, anything useful, really. So, if you're in need of something like that, and I'm nearby, don't hesitate to ask. Alright. Forgive me, but I am very, very tired. I think the weight of everything is finally crashing onto my shoulders, and it's very difficult. You as well, Enigma. Like I said, please do be safe. And I'll do my best to make sure my visits are more frequent. I'll let you know what's going on if you're things you need to know and whatever else you may be interested in knowing. For the sake of your own safety. I will see you soon. Alright. You have a pleasant one, Enigma. It is pleasant. I feel like I could actually sit and have a proper conversation with her without feeling dread, I suppose. Granted, the conversation with Winnie was lovely, but I feel like I threw much more on her than what was necessary. On them. No. I am very tired, so it may be best to get some rest now. Yep. Oh, there we go. See if I can find Icarus soon. I really hope I can. Really, really do hope I can.